I would pray. I would scream. I would be in my car and just scream for God to either kill me, kill him, or make him leave because I couldn't do it. I had spent many years being hit, being tortured by somebody that's supposed to love me. I had grown up in church, and so I knew that that was a happy place for me, but my home church was no longer that happy place anymore. I had to make a decision. Where do I go? I don't want to just show up at some small church where I have to walk in and tell everybody my story. Why is this woman alone with her 3 children? Why does she ever show up with anybody else? And I told some people, you know what? This is a place that I can hide, a place that I can go and sit and nobody will bother me. I might have to say hi to a few people. Sure enough, showed up to church, and the very first person to greet me on a Saturday night was Jim. And my girls don't attach themselves to men very easily, just for obvious reasons. And he was somebody that they immediately opened up to and somebody that they immediately felt safe with. Every week, Jim would point out, there's my girls, or there's those girls, look at my girls coming. And he would just squat down with open arms, and wait for them to come running towards him. He drops everything he's doing, squats down and waits for them to come hug him every single week. And with him leaving, he's been trying to help them transition, like, that guy likes a hug too, to some of the other people there, because he knows it's going to be hard. We keep our circle of people very small because we don't want people to hurt us, I don't want my girls to ever be hurt again, and so for me to see them open up to another male, which is not something that they do, there was just something about him that he just made it a point to love them every week. To watch another man just love on my children simply because God made them and because they were here, that is something that I can never, ever repay him for. As a single mom who does not receive child support or any help, and I live in what you would call poverty, we are so blessed. Like, we don't go without. There's always food on the table. There's always family and friends to love us, and there's always memories that we make every day. And no doubt, every day we are still together. I could be a victim, and I could cry about it, and I could scream about it, and I could choose to just be depressed 24/7, but what good is that gonna do? God may not have brought me to it. It may not have been a like, hey, go be with the abusive guy and get beaten. It wasn't like that. I made a decision to be with somebody I knew was potentially dangerous. But God certainly brought me through it. I could say, oh, I should have left so many years ago, but I had 2 more kids out of the deal. And my babies are the best thing that have ever happened to me in my entire life. And they are gorgeous. And I would never live a day of life without them. Ever. I pray individually with each one of them. God, please use our situation, our experience, and our life to grow them into a God-fearing, confident, beautiful woman. I have no doubt that I'm still working through a lot of what's happened to me. I have very complex PTSD. Both of my young children were conceived out of very violent rape, and what do you do with that? I don't always have the most grace. I sometimes don't have the best mouth on me. I'm definitely not the best mother around. I make very fair mistakes, but every day I'm forgiven for that, and I can only be a better version of what I was yesterday. I'm at the light at the end of the tunnel and far from it now. I'm still recovering. I'm still in therapy. I'm still dealing. My kids are still dealing, and I have to handle that the best way that I can. I don't know when that chapter will be finished, but I have no doubt that there's probably another one to open because we are very complex people. I would never want God to be finished with me. I want him to always work on me for the rest of my life.